Welcome back to Save Toys for some cowabunga fun with a special giveaway. More to come. And today we're going to take a look at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2 Secret of the Ooze regular shredder. I'm your ninja loving host Travis, and this is Save Toys.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, I got a safe toy, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, I got a safe toy, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, I got a safe toy, oh boy, I got a new toy, oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy.
Now this figure is something that I've been waiting for a while to come out. I've been very excited. I know we've all enjoyed the Super Shredders and their variants of this figure, but the reason why I'm so passionate about this figure is it was the first movie I ever went to the theaters and saw. I know there's a lot of hate out there for the Secret of the Ooze, but my dad took me to that movie as a kid, and I can still hear some of the intros in my head. And it's one of those memories in life that you know that we kind of draw back on as we get an adult, and the nostalgia of the moment, and that's why this figure is so important to me. Now we will be giving away not this figure, of course, but another one of these figures, brand new in the box, at Save Toys and More in Blackshear, Georgia. Now, to register to win into this giveaway, you need to come in and make a purchase, and with that purchase you'll receive a ticket. Go to the YouTube channel, which thankfully you're already on, like and subscribe, and we're going to try to plan it for 2 weeks. We'll make the announcement here in a YouTube short of the winner, and then come in and collect their prize. Now let's get started. First off, this is some beautiful artwork. I love the shadows, the purple. It's just totally tubular, as the turtles might would say. Now, taking it over to the side, we have some great artwork of the cape and the turtles themselves. This was just such an iconic picture for the movie. The back got some shots if you need to take another look at it. Pause. Bottom, barcode, nothing to it. Top, just some letterheads. Now, let's crack this box open. And this is Shredder out of the package. And right away, I have one small gripe. There's this like stain right here on my particular figure. Hopefully that's not with everyone. I imagine it wouldn't be. And I know right off the bat too, there's a lot of hate for this particular rendition of Shredder. I know a lot of people like the one from the first movie, which we'll go over in just a second in a little bit of a comparison. But I like the purple better than the red. I love this outfit, this costume better too, because it had the Shredder gauntlets. Here we go. Twist it around here. There we go. On both sides instead of just one on the original figure. The belt is fantastic. Everything has that real good texture feeling. Even all the way down to, I'm assuming this was supposed to be chainmail to all the little rivets on his weaponry, to the piece in between his toes. Let's try to get that in camera. NECA really does a fabulous job on their figure. Their price points are generally around $30. They're not too ridiculous. I'm really impressed with their figures. I love the cape. It is cloth. It has a really good feeling. I love the design, which is true to the movie. I believe the first movie he had more of a like dotted, for lack of honestly better words, cape, whereas this one had this design. Where the change came from in the storyline, they really didn't address it, or the costume change. I believe his first shot in that movie was in the former costume, but I digress. Let's go forward. The hands are amazing. They look so human, even down to having veins and some of the age on the hands and the wear and tear. You have open hands, excellent, and you have this weapon holding hand right here. See that there, the thumb, look at the knuckles. It's just beautiful paintwork for the price point. I can't believe that I have this figure. A close-fisted while able still to hold his sword. We'll talk about that in a second. It's just excellent. The TGRI. Now in the original comics it was TCRI. There is some storyline on why there was a change to TGRI, but we're not going to get into that on this video. If you remember the movie, you remember this. This is the vial that transformed to this guy into Super Shredder. I was glad they included that. This outside of the figure itself really doesn't have any much use maybe in other action figures, but in the story, if you remember this, it was a big part of how things played out. So very glad to have this. Now let's move on to the weapons. Katana, which in the movie he never used that I can recall. But this is a beautiful katana, even apart from Shredder. The square piece down here, the blade itself, the chrome finish, the handle. The handle's kind of plain, but considering the beautiful sheath with the rope, it fits right in there. That's amazing. I don't know if there's really any place on the figure itself to kind of hang it or attach it. I don't see any, but just to have with the figure, this is amazing. And this weapon. Now, we got a taste of this with the Super Shredder action figure. I don't really know any purpose for it. Maybe for those who read the comic book, you can kind of enlighten me in the comments below as to what the role this played. But since it came with the Super Shredder version, I am glad we got it with the Shredder version. Now, before we go, we're going to do a little bit of comparison time. So stay with us. Now, you may be watching this at home and saying, well, you should have compared him to the Kevin Nash Super Shredder. And I could, but we've already talked about that on earlier episodes of Save Toys. So I kind of wanted to discuss some of the slight differences between the uniform of the same character, of course, Shredder, from the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1. Now, obviously, is the color of his outfit. Now, this is more of the burgundy look, and just for aesthetic reasons only, I really prefer the purple. One of my favorite colors is blue, but I like purple. Donatello is my favorite turtle, so just aesthetically pleasing, I really like the purple. Now, will I say this is a better figure? No, they're really on par with each other, but there are some notable differences. That this isn't just slapping purple paint on the same old figure. Obviously, as movie accurate, and we kind of mentioned before, he only has the claws on one hand. This side does have the smaller pieces, but not the two big pieces, whereas the other one just kept both small pieces, kind of kept it more uniform. I like that as character development. Another more notable difference is the helmet. In the first movie, and this is true to the movie, his helmet had the pieces up top, the blades, very smooth, and in the second movie, in Secret of the Ooze, you remember where he actually grinded down the spikes, which we saw on this figure. Let me kind of get them side by side. I think that's a difference worth noting, that this isn't just, maybe the body parts, there's some similarities here. There's some bigger shoulder pads on this one, no shoulder pads on this one. There are some notable similarities. It makes you not quite feel that you're getting just a repaint of the same old figure slapped into a new box. And that's something that I can really appreciate about these NECA figures. Now, it's time for our producer Marcellus to bring us our sermon for this episode. So stay tuned, give me your attention, and I'll see you at the end of the episode.
Hello everybody, Marcellus Crowley here. Hope you're all doing well, man. I am pumped. I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But today, this episode, I believe, is the last episode that we have in Season 5. So we got something special for you. Now, this week, at the time of this recording, me and my wife, Riza, we've celebrated our 14-year wedding anniversary. Let me tell you what, man, God's faithfulness through it all is nothing short of amazing, really. If you think about it, you take two people, imperfect in almost every way, you try to bring them together to act as one. And now, for those that don't know, my wife is Filipino, and she's from the Philippines. She moved here from the Philippines to the United States. So so we can get married. So you got different cultures, you know, kind of clashing or coming together, different mindsets, different upbringings, you know, and you're gonna have all of that anyways, even if both people are born in the same country or whatever, even the same state. But nonetheless, it's been challenging, been good, and God's been excellent through it all. The way He's grown us as a person individually, what He's grown us together, what He's brought us through, what He's taught us through each other, towards each other, and you know, then you had kids on top of that. Like, oh man. But anyways, for this video, I just want to, me and my wife celebrated today at the same day that I am recording this video. We went skydiving today, and let me tell you what, that was check one off the bucket list, and that was nothing short of amazing and fun. And man, I tell you what, I want to do it again and again and again. It's hard to put into words. You gotta do it yourself, you know. But let me just say this, is that, you know, when we're driving to the airport, you know, getting all fixed up, you know, you get nervous and it's, you know, nerves and some form of fear, and people be like, oh, I hope you get your life insurance all caught up and this and that. And even in your own mind, you start thinking, you know, what if something happens? What if I die? You know, what if I hit the ground? You know. But I think really, you know, you can't allow fear. You can't. Let me put it this way. You know, life is too short to allow fear to keep you from living. Right? You know, it's almost like you know, people are more times than not, people are more willing to just settle for things instead of going things they deserve or things that God's intended for them. I mean, to me, it's kind of like you walk into a store and you know, people look too much at the cost of things, and they settle for what they can afford instead of what they deserve or what they want. They can be like, you know what, I really want this, but I can afford that. You know, instead of saying, you know what, I really want that. What is it going to take for me to get that? And they go do what it takes to get what you want instead of settling for what you could afford. Because more times than not, what we could afford is not what God desires for us. Because God desires, He says, you know, Jesus says, I come to give you life more abundant. Well, if you're settling for what you can only afford and not what you want, is that really partaking in the life of abundance that Christ has died to give us? I mean, and abundance doesn't mean it just, you know, money. It means finances. It means in your health. It means, you know, in the things you do, the joy. It means in your relationships, in every aspect. And so, just with that in mind, man, just ask yourself, am I settling for what I could afford instead of really going after what I want? So with that being said, now I just got a little video of my skydive. My wife didn't want to share hers, but let me tell you what, it's nothing short of fun. And I got a few closing thoughts after the video. All right, check it out.
Welcome to Jump Omaha Skydiving Center. Who do I have in front of me today?
Marcellus Criley.
Marcellus, you are going skydiving today, it looks like.
Yes, I
So what's the reason for your jump today?
Oh, well, a couple reasons. One, it's been on a bucket list, but more importantly, me and my wife just celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary.
Very, very nice. So this is not the last thing on your bucket list, though, right?
No,
okay.
the first thing.
We don't do the last thing.
No.
So Marcellus, I see you got a harness on.
Yes.
Okay, I would like you to turn around for me really quick. Oh, that's kind of what I thought. Go ahead and turn back around the other way. Hey, I got some really bad news for you. There's no parachute on your back.
Well,
don't you need a parachute to go skydiving?
well, if you want to slow, not necessarily.
No,
it helps.
you're
I'm sure it
exactly
helps.
right. It helps. Because you can go skydiving without a parachute. You just can't do it a second time.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to do this thing?
Yes.
All right, your wife's over there getting harnessed up. Let's go skydiving.
All right,
let's have
let's
some
do
fun.
this.
All right, let's go have some fun. Marcellus is going skydiving today, everybody.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
One more good picture for us. Look at that.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Reason why we lose.
Oh, look over here.
Yeah.
Guess what we just did?
Oh, we landed.
We actually went skydiving first.
Yeah.
And we landed down here on terra firma.
Oh, man.
And we were alive.
Hallelujah.
What are your first thoughts?
Oh, awesome.
What's your favorite part of that skydive today?
Probably actually jumping out of the plane.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you jumped out here at Jump Omaha today. Would you recommend this to anybody?
Definitely.
All right, congratulations. Welcome to the world of skydiving. Thanks for choosing Jump Omaha. You're good.
See, I told you that was nothing short of awesome. And it looks cool on the video, but it was to do it live and in person. It was definitely an experience of a lifetime, and I hope I get multiple chances to do it again. You know, when we were up in the plane and as we're approaching altitude, you know, I was at peace. You know, it's like, okay, I'm chill, because I've been on planes many times before, but when they open that door, the wind comes rushing in. It's like, whoa, man, it got real. Things got real quick. And I was like, you know what, we need to, you know, just because we're afraid doesn't mean we can't do it. Let's face our fears. Let's be afraid. Let's feel the fear, but let's go do it anyways. Yeah, I'm afraid to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways, because that's where courage comes into play. That's what courage is, feeling the fear, but doing what you're afraid to do anyways. And it's like, you know, I keep thinking, because we did tandem, so, you know, I was harnessed, had a harness that was strapped to the guy behind me and his harness, and it's like, you know what, that's kind of the same thing, you know, what the Lord does with us, man. When we come to know Him, man, we we are harnessed in with Him. We are hooked up with Him. He is with us. Yeah, where we could do things that scare us, because He is with us. We are connected with Him, and He's got it all under control. I mean, prior to the jump, the instructor's going through all his sets. I mean, of the equipment, and go through all the details and everything, and everything's like main chute, backup chute, and if something should happen, going through all the things and stuff like that. God's the same way. He might not tell us every detail of our lives and our future, but He's got everything under control. Everything's been checked, double checked, and He knows it. So all we gotta do is be willing, say, hey, when it's time to jump, we'll jump, and enjoy the ride. I tell you what, I enjoyed that. Like, I really don't have words for it. I really don't have words for it, except I wanted to go higher. I mean, we jumped at 10,000 feet. And you think, oh man, that's a lot. And I asked him, I was like, what's the highest you jumped? He's like, the highest he jumped was 26,000 feet. I'm like, oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to jump at 26,000 feet, because just the view up there, the way the earth looks, it's like a beautiful painting. It is. So it's just really awesome. So in all this, I just hope that inspired you, whoever watches, whether you want to go skydiving, go skydiving. Whatever your adventure is that you've been scared to do, or making up some excuse like, nah, I don't know, it's not gonna do it. Just do it. Do what it takes to do it. You might not have money. We've talked about doing this years ago, but at the time we just didn't have the money. So it's like, if you want to do something bad enough, go do it. So go do and get what you want. Stop settling for what you can afford. Because I really believe that the things that God has for us is worth it. We're too busy worried about the cost instead of the worth. It costs too much, but is it really worth it? I believe if things are worth it, too many times we're not willing to pay the cost to get what it's worth, and so what we settle for is way less than what we deserve. The worth is almost worthless. It is worthless. It has less worth than it was if we paid the cost and went for what it's worth. Alright, but anyways, thanks for viewing. Love you guys till next time. As Travis says, if you like it, collect it. And I say, why not?
So before we go, at the close of the review segment, our director Aaron pointed out to me, she said, Travis, isn't there in every movie kind of one main turtle that's kind of having some internal struggles? The first one being Raph, where he was struggling more so with his anger than even in the other movies, and kind of centered around his dealing with some of his issues. And just so happens she pointed out that the Shredder suit in the first movie was red. Now in the second movie, my favorite turtle, Donatello, he was really struggling internally with his origin equaling to his importance. And he, of course, is the purple turtle and the purple suit for the second movie. Now, is that true? Is it not true? We here at Save Toys, we're not for sure. But with that said, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Personally speaking, I really appreciate all the people viewing the channel. It's something, and I generally don't take this long on the close, but it's something I want to say is, this was started in 2018 in my garage as a dream, as a ministry, as someone that just loved action figures and saw things on the internet that thought maybe we could do better, or from our personal angle. And I really want to say thank you to all the viewers that have really helped us in this journey now. It's been 5 years, we're on our season 5. And matter of fact, this episode is the close of season 5. And so I want to say thank you for being a part of our family and for supporting us both at the store in Blackshear, Georgia, also here online. So I guess, as always, if you like it, collect it. Thank you for joining us here at Save Toys.
Oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, if you like it, collect it, oh boy.
Before we